Hello everybody, welcome back to FX Action Trader, and in this video I'm going to share with you my thoughts and my analysis for the upcoming week. Alright, so first let us have a look on this euro dollar chart. So euro dollar chart on last week we can see that there is a very strong selling momentum rejected from this daily key level, which was the previous lower high of this entire downtrend. Alright, so we can see that there are very strong selling momentum at this area. So in this week, we are still going to focus on a sell trade instead of a buy trade, because this momentum showing us that the seller are still in dominant of this entire market. Alright, so the next question is, where are we going to sell? Alright, so let us narrow down the zone and look. We are going to predict that this might be forming a head and shoulder pattern, and we are going to look for sell at this area, and the safest take profit is at here and also here. It's about 1.19567. So we are going to wait for a pullback and look for a short signal when the price reach again this key level, or when the price retests again the key level at 1.21695, this zone. Alright, so let us have a look on the pound dollar. So on the pound dollar on daily chart, we can see that previously market is still showing us a very strong signs of buying momentum, and on H4 we still can see that market is still making higher high and higher low. Alright, so but this is a very strong selling momentum, and what we can see is that market has actually formed a double top and the neckline has been broken. So we could see a pullback, and if market got rejected at this neckline area, we still can go for a short signal. Alright, so let us have a look on the gold. So gold, before Friday market close, gold dropped about 300 pips from the price of 1761. And on this week, we are still going to focus on a short signal. Alright, because at first, we can see that market is still under the trend line of the entire downtrend. The second thing we can see is that market tends to do a reversal at here, but somehow this has failed and market has broken the previous low and form a new low. Alright, so this week we are still going to look for a short trade upon market do the pullback. Alright, so let us have a look on the euro yen. Euro yen on daily chart, we still can see that market is doing new high and new higher lows, which is a very good criteria or a very good pattern of an uptrend. So on H4, we still do not have enough evidence to go for a short, although market has been dropping for the past week. And what we can do is that we can wait patiently for a buy signal when market retests the neckline area at here, and this is actually supported by the uptrend trend line of the entire H4 trend. Alright, so for this pair, we are still going to look for a buy trade instead of a short trade. So for the pound yen, alright, so the pound yen on H4 chart, market is still doing an uptrend. What about daily? Yeah, daily is still in a very strong uptrend as market is still staying above EMA 50 and EMA 100. Alright, so on H4, we can see that market has actually retested previous key level at here, 147.68, and if we go to a lower time frame, we can see that market has retested this key level once, and if market retests this key level again and couldn't break through the key level, we can just anticipate that a double bottom is going to form, and we can go for a buy trade at this key level with a very strict stop loss just right below the key level. Alright, so let us have a look on the Euro AUD, Euro Aussie. So Euro Aussie, on last week, we see a very strong movement upwards towards daily key level or previous lower high here. All right, this level. And on H4 chart, this is also the previous zone of the entire sideways market. All right, so we can look for a short trade if this level is not broken. All right, if this level hold, we can look for a short trade. As on daily chart, market is still in a downtrend, and market still stays below EMA 50 and EMA 100, which are a very strong dynamic resistance of this. Alright, so let us have a look on the USD CHF. Alright, dollar chef. So dollar chef on daily chart, we can see that if we are focusing on the most recent market structure, market is in an uptrend. As we can see, there are highs being formed and there is higher low being formed. Alright, so on H4 chart, how can we narrow down to look for our entry? So on H4, we can see that market has actually pulled back to the previous key level, and the previous high level has been broken by a very strong engulfing candle. All right, and if we go on H1 chart, we still can see that this is actually a double bottom, or the first bottom and second bottom, and this has also broken the trend line of the previous pullback structure. All right, so how should we trade for this pair? So my opinion is, as long as this double bottom structure did not broke, all right, or market did not close below this double bottom structure, we should only look for a buy trade. All right, so in short, for this pair, we are going to focus on a buy trade. Alright, so guys, that's all for this week analysis, and on this Friday we are going to have the non-farm payroll for the March month. Alright, so please trade with very careful and do mind on your risk and money management. Alright, see you guys on the next video. Have a nice day.